Lights, camera, action.
In a studio where local filmmakers talk to other filmmakers about the inside world of film.
Cut.
That's not the script. It. We'll fix it in post. Do you wonder how films are produced and what really goes on behind the scenes? Well, stand by. Filmmakers Kevin Munfrey, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Carson Hype Ferguson explain all the details. Right here on It. We Will Fix It in Post podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever you're listening, I thank you for doing so. I am once again Kevin Munfrey, and this is It. We'll Fix It in Post. I'm here with my colleagues Victoria V.A. Jones.
What's going on?
And Carson Hype Ferguson.
Yeah.
So, anybody seen Jeffery Dahmer?
I have. I've seen it.
I don't hang out with them kind of cats.
You know, well, I mean, he's dead now, so you can't really hang out with
Well,
him.
I'm just saying, man. Like I can't see him.
So,
He can't see me.
so
You sure he can't see you? Oh, okay. I got you.
so you saw it. So, did you like it?
Yes.
Now, what did you like about it?
It told a good story. I mean, we've heard the story before, but we didn't see it in detail as far as the storytelling like they told the story. Like they told the story about his past. They told the story about, the victims. I think more so now that focused more on the victims and who the victims were as far as,
So, you do feel like it made more of a focus of the victims?
Yeah. Because if you watch the documentary and you watch all this, the other film that was made about him, it was all about him. Yeah, they told, he killed this person and all the other stuff, but didn't really go into who these people were. In the documentary, they were just people he killed. And in the series, they put a face, a name, and a story behind these people. So.
Okay. Now, Carson, how familiar were you with Jeffrey Dahmer?
I mean, I watched a couple like kind of mini documentaries about it. I know the story. I've read a little bit about it, so I knew about it. But I was like, I really didn't have the stomach to really just like delve into it a whole lot. I don't know.
That was kind of me as well. So it's like I've seen documentaries. I did not realize that most of the people he killed were people of color and of the LBGT community. I didn't know that. So it did kind of give a little bit more insight. But
Wait, can we say black?
a black guy, that's fine.
I mean, because like he wasn't in Latin community. He wasn't like he wasn't chicken adobo.
Not even gonna go there.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I don't even
man.
know what that is. So, but that there's been a bit of controversy during it. So I started looking up some reviews of it and thought these were kind of interesting. So I'll give you one and y'all let me know what y'all think. While the series respectfully mourns and invades all the loss that's surrounding him, it also turns Dahmer into a hideously immortal thing, an icon. And that was from Richard Lawson of Vanity Fair.
But how does it turn him into an icon when he's a man who killed people?
Nah, but I do understand like the kind of thing. It did paint him in a little bit more sympathetic light than some other things have. I don't know. It's like Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing.
And I'm not talking for the filmmaker, but I almost feel like the intent of doing it in that way is because it's kind of interesting, especially with like serial killers and stuff like that, like the why, like what made them, like wouldn't their life and wouldn't their mindset would make them do that.
And that's another point of doing it that way, because some filmmakers they want to get into the mind of the person who's doing all this killing. That's just like the movie Monster, about
with Aileen.
Yeah.
Like that was truly fascinating because it's like man, like this person is like all over the place,
right? And
if
if you
wild.
watch the documentaries,
I did. I watched it before I watched the film,
because they did the documentary all the way up to her execution, like the day before or the day of her execution, and her. When I looked at the documentary, I was like, this woman is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But
then when I watched the movie,
yeah,
it kind of okay, I understand a little bit why she was that way type deal.
But there's been like a trend though to kind of soften a little bit the image of some of these people, and Jeffrey Dahmer's been getting like the treatment in a lot of like projects. Like there's the one on Amazon, my friend Dahmer.
Yeah,
it shows him as a kid.
Yeah,
and it's like I was like, I mean, do we do that for anybody else? Don't nobody give a shit what Hitler did as a kid.
And I think that's the kind of, when you're trying to get insight into like why this person became what he ended up becoming, it may not be intended to do it, but you kind of sometimes it makes it look like you're sympathize. You're trying to make
sympathize with the killer.
Yeah,
yeah.
Some people may read it as that, and I almost feel like every film that involves a serial killer or any person that does a sort of mass harm, once you kind of dig into what made them who they are, some people will see that and may sympathize. That may not be your attention,
right?
But you can't control how everybody sees a story.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, so I know it's like a not a true thing or whatever, but there's been some stories, say like Freddy Krueger and Jason. So there's been some stories that paint Jason, Freddy Krueger like almost like
real people.
Not well, yeah, but I'm saying like not friendlier, but less dark. You know what I'm saying?
Like they got a heart. They're running around killing people, but they got a heart.
Which kind of goes to the next little. God, what I'm thinking? What another person said about the film. Murphy and his collaborators are obviously aware of how exploitive it can be when the stories of serial killers are sold to a murder-obsessed public. But the show never figures out a way to avoid committing the same crime.
Wait, like I mentioned earlier, the Bonnie and Clyde thing. So Bonnie and Clyde were actually folk heroes to the people of the countryside, and they actually paraded their bodies around to show everybody, they were dead because they were robbing from the banks, the ones that had all the money. Because you didn't think this was like what? This was after the Great Depression.
Yeah.
So like, you got to think circumstance too. I wouldn't say the culture is like murder obsessed, but it is interesting to see like true crime documentaries and all this other stuff. It really is. Like a lot of women delve into that.
Oh yes, they do. I don't understand
like
it,
Snapped, all that stuff.
That's one of my favorite shows.
Oh, see.
And
Snapped.
See.
Hey.
See. Hey, look, you ain't never watched that until you watched it with a woman next to you staring at the side of your face.
Let me tell you.
I don't know.
Multiple times during. I'm like,
y'all should watch it with me.
I don't think I want to do that.
I'm good. I'll pass.
Because I'm gonna be wanting you to go talk about the lighting and they didn't need that frame. No, you.
I'm not gonna do that. I never do that when I watch this show.
I bet. Wait. So you just didn't. So you didn't like that edit? Who cares about the edit? Did you see what she stabbed the dude? No. I think I'll be creeped out watching that show with you.
Hey, listen. One of my favorite shows. I'm trying to tell you.
Even though I want to get a person who I'm gonna find a woman who does a true crime podcast or something to get them on, because I want to like, why do women love these shows and movies? Because I like them, but I won't watch them after 8:00.
I watch them all day.
So I watch some things. You know what I really have a issue with? Well, like not as much as a late, but like my dangerous animal obsession or whatever, where it has like the people with the exotic animals that like attack them. I don't know why. Like that fascinates me.
Like the pythons eating somebody or something like that.
If that would be a case, yeah. Like, but like the brothers in Harlem, where the one cat had he had the Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
In the projects.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Or like the panther jumping on a lady's back, but it's juvenile, so it didn't know how to kill yet.
I'm kind of with you. I'm not completely there. So I like watching stuff like it talks about dangerous animals that I wouldn't think were dangerous. Stuff like that. I'm like, look, you had a tiger in your apartment in the Bronx. I mean, of course, it's going to eat you eventually.
No, but the thing is, it hurt him, but the only reason why it hurt him is because he was trying to save a cat, a stray cat that he picked up, and the tiger, was trying to go to his spot. Like, hey, I'm a cat, I'm territorial, just like most animals.
Yeah.
And the cat was like sleeping. the tiger was like, "Hey, get out the way." The cat snapped at it, and he tried to save the feral cat that he pulled up off the street that day and brought him in there with the tiger. He was trying to save the cat. You know, like the famous writing book, Save the Cat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what
I just know it's they ain't none of my business.
Screenwriting book. So, like, okay, so now the tiger attacks him, and now he has to get rushed to the hospital, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, it was a dog." And he's like, "Ain't no dog with teeth this big, like teeth marks and like claw marks like this." And then SWAT team had to, like, you know, like kind of rope down and hit it with the tranquilizers. He said hit the side of the building, the whole building shook.
Nah, stuff with animals ain't none of my business.
I haven't heard that one before.
And what if the dude got in the apartment next to you?
I gotta go to another apartment.
Just think.
Like, so that's why this apartment was so cheap.
Just think somebody else above you has a cat or a tiger or something like that.
So one of the, I didn't even know this was a reason until you said it, but it now is one of my reasons why I stay on the top floor. Just going to add that to my many reasons. Wasn't even a reason until now, but yeah, it is down. When somebody asks me why, I'm going to throw that out there. Like, why would that happen? Hey, we're living in a strange time. So,
Hey,
Yeah, but that happened in the 90s, though.
Jesus, you just had to throw that out there too.
That happened in the 90s. Like, weird stuff's been happening.
and we in 2022.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just a remix of weird.
Hey, you can Google right now, because, like, what is it, like Ohio?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Like, I guess they have it might be Oklahoma, because that's where the Tiger King was. Like, one of those two states has, like, the largest, like, amount of, like, big cats, like, privately owned big cats, like, in like, the United States.
I believe it.
It's like, I'm like, why the hell would you want to get a big cat like that? I'm like, that's wild, man. I'm like, yeah, I want to. Oh, look at this! I got this Black Panther. Till that mug jump on your back.
You know, a lot of those,
I don't even like animals like that.
A lot of those animals were used in those music videos back in the day too. The
Mhm.
ones who were.
But yeah, I'm aware of that, and I think they kind of talked about that a little bit on Tiger King.
They did. I think a couple of his animals were used in Britney Spears videos.
Britney Spears. Okay. Wait, don't she have a tiger?
I had never known Britney Spears to have a tiger.
Britney Spears just feels like a person to me that would have a tiger.
I don't think so.
I could be wrong on this.
Where's she from originally?
She, Arkansas, I believe.
She ain't got no tiger.
She got an accent.
Mm-hmm.
She did that song.
Louisiana or Arkansas?
She did that song with Pharrell. She's a slave.
Man, I feel like you're taking this to a dark place.
Right.
What are you talking about, man? Like that was a song.
What are you trying to say?
It was a song.
Nah,
She was panting. She was
okay.
panting like an animal in that song.
I'm a slave. I can't remember that video.
Yeah, it was like it had the boom, 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 like almost like the touch joint with what's the name?
Okay, yeah, she was on the ground a little bit in that music video.
And it was like sweat all over the place, and there's like all them people.
Yeah,
She had a little bit more clothes than normal,
A little bit more.
but I mean, it was very
normal.
tight fitting. It was very tight fitting.
all her clothes were tight fitting. What are you talking
No,
about?
I take that back. She's from Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh, she over there with Brett Favre, huh?
Macomb, Mississippi.
Oh,
She over there with Brett Favre.
She's stealing money too.
All I know is this sounds like a part of Mississippi I don't go to. No.
What part of Mississippi you go to?
South Haven, and that is it.
Okay, all right.
South Haven, Jackson.
Okay. South Haven. Yeah, it's Mississippi, but is it Mississippi though?
Hey, since
Look.
he talking about Jackson or whatever, shout out to Prime.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, my little cousin goes there.
Prime time.
But anyway, we're veering off. So
That's
Yeah,
what
we are.
do.
Yeah, we are.
so so I was like I said, I was looking at like people's kind of complaints and things they didn't care for about the film, and which I find interesting that you mentioned earlier that you felt like it did show the victims, but one of the complaints I saw was they thought the victim should have been defocused of the film, almost as if because the marking of it was basically Dahmer.
Right.
So it's like, well, maybe it should have been, maybe the film should have been maybe like about the victims, and Dahmer being more of a backdrop.
Isn't that a bait and switch though?
Yeah, but it. So what would you call that then?
Dahmer and Friends.
No, no, we would not do that.
What?
No, they were not friends. There was no.
But I'm saying they did it in a different way is what I'm telling you. Like every other way has always been focused on him. So they did it in a different way. You still have to focus it on him, but at the same time you had to shed light on the victims. You know what I'm saying?
Now you could argue, like, I mean, well, I would have argued that the mass public already knew who Jeffrey Dahmer is.
Right, but they didn't know the victims.
Well, there's a lot of younger audience who got introduced to him for the first time. Because like that was I was pretty young when I found out about this guy.
Yeah,
you know, so there's a lot of people that weren't born like knowing of this stuff. So it's like a fresh new story.
And I think anyway. like me and you, we probably knew maybe the basics.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't. I said again, I didn't know these mostly black people, and I knew it was mostly gay that he was. I didn't really so many stories in detail I didn't know. I just knew what he did.
Well, I mean, like, okay, so you know, maybe it's like it's a proximity thing. So like that's where he could afford to live, and that's who was there. Not saying, oh, that's synonymous with these people, but for that area, that's what, you know, close proximity kind of thing.
I also feel like he knew he could have gotten away with it too. Like even I feel like even if he lived in like the most pristine part, he was like, going to the hood today. Just gonna go.
I mean, that was the other thing. You know, parts of me think that was it. He knew he could get away with it. He knew that it was a black community, and you know the police were not going to care.
Maybe he didn't care. Maybe he didn't care at all.
That too.
I mean, because there's a lot of criminals that don't care. Because you ever see somebody like without a mask or anything like that, broad daylight, do like a criminal act?
Yeah.
And then they get caught right away, and they be like all surprised. That's just a stupid criminal. It's just a dumb criminal. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I don't know. It could be it. It could be the other way. I don't know.
Now, were y'all kind of surprised by the popularity of it?
No, because of who did it.
Nah.
So only reason I was surprised by this because I just felt like, okay, it's a story that everyone knew. I just didn't realize we know it as well as we thought we did.
Yeah, but Ryan Murphy is one of
he
the
is another
best.
reason why I didn't watch it because he's
One
good.
of the best.
And I'm like, this guy is good, and he's playing Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about the creator.
Oh, the creator. Oh, I was talking about the actor.
No.
But
everything that man touches is just gold. If you ever seen, you know, OJ versus the People, or
he did that one.
Yeah, that's all his stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And the casting on that was yeah.
What's the other one with the designer that got shot in Florida? He did that one.
Not Versace? Yeah, Donna Versace.
Yeah, he did that one.
I never saw that one.
That was a good one. You know, he did the one on Netflix called Halsey.
Does he casting for his films?
That I do not know.
Because all these films you named are very well casted.
Well, I mean, it's probably you know, he probably uses the same casting director or has like a good relationship with the casting directors he uses.
But another thing is he uses the same actors.
Yeah, so there you go.
And actresses.
Well, I mean,
his stuff.
Well,
like,
a lot of
Tim Burton,
Nurse,
even Spike
Nurse
Lee.
Ratched.
Yeah,
Was it Nurse Ratched?
That sounds
on Netflix.
I know you're talking about. I haven't seen it.
It's good.
Nurse Ratched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I mean,
it's not even probably how you think it would be.
Okay, all right, just make sure. Because I'm thinking like Sharknado or something like that.
Remember when you came over to my spot and I showed you that clip?
I think, yeah.
I showed you that, and it was Nurse Ratched.
I remembered it. Yeah, it's been a minute. I remember this happening.
Right.
But I also remember not wanting to watch it after that. Because you're into some weird stuff. So
that was a good series.
I'm pretty sure it was. I feel like this is one of those good series that men avoid.
A lot of men watch it. What do you mean?
I'd have to see it again. I maybe think it's something else, but you sent me something. I was like, nah, I'm not watching this.
Because it probably freaked you out a little bit.
Probably,
because
more
of
than likely it did.
The performance of old girl that I showed you, it probably freaked you out a little bit.
Probably
because it was just so good.
Because the actor and Dahmer is one of the reasons why I was like, nah, I'm not watching.
Wait, really? Because it was so good?
Hey, maybe there's some people depending on the film they do.
Listen, let me tell you something. What else you want to say? Go ahead.
No, I said
No, I can see words in your brain
no.
already.
There's always words in my brain, but I'm like spaghetti. There you go. Go ahead.
But God, like there was I guess it's kind of like a meme, and they were saying the guy who played Jeffrey Dahmer. I keep forgetting his name, unfortunately. They said like he stayed in character for a month. And somebody at the bottom go, okay, I'm gonna need details of what that means. The guy did what do you mean he stayed in character for a month? I feel like you need to get out of that one.
Hey, my man was biting his fingernails.
Like, yo, we done for today. We done. Go play PlayStation or something.
Don't tell him to play no PlayStation.
Well,
that's the wrong thing to tell him.
Christian Bale is supposed to be like a really, really deep method actor.
Yeah.
So,
and
imagine him being in character for American Psycho.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah. Now, I always have my own thing with men. I think for certain roles, method acting, I don't think all of that is necessary. Because this thing is draining.
For that role,
I mean, there's some roles like, and if you do it well, you know, and especially if you're of a certain caliber of actor, you're getting Oscar consideration because it's just a appreciation for it.
Jim Carrey with what's that dude in that movie? Because they did a documentary about it. It's on Netflix.
Oh, of the comedian.
Yeah.
Because I remember he was wrestling in Memphis at one point against Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
I remember
he was going over like being in character for that, which is draining for him.
Oh, it's vastly draining. But with that, because that's like I feel like that's like the first time he kind of, in the transition of leaving doing comedy to doing more.
No, because he did a Truman Show before that, right?
But there's still a bit of comedy in that.
Yeah, I mean, like natural, like funny stuff that happened in there. But he wasn't like a funny guy, just like, oh, like, hey, I'm a clown show kind of.
And I mean,
but he still also played a comedian though.
Yeah.
In that, so
and
it was
still
comical at a certain point.
I think that hearing Jim Carrey doing method acting is like, oh, okay, this is.
Yeah.
I'll look at it just for that because
he go typecasting him.
And yeah,
because you remember, old boy did 1 hour photo, and that was like
Robin
dark.
Williams.
That was dark.
Yeah, but
that was dark.
Yeah, and I think he got nominated for an Oscar for that. But
Probably.
I know he got a lot of attention for
Probably.
it. But that was his first time kind of going dark.
I don't like. Yeah, well, yeah, dark, yeah. But he's played serious stuff like 1 hour photos before the movie with
Good Will Hunting. I thought Good Will Hunting was before.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, that was Good Will Hunting.
I want to say 1 hour photo. I thought came out before Good Will.
What
Hunting.
year did they come out?
I feel like
who got a phone? Pull the phone out.
Kevin do.
Of course, I do.
Mine's over there.
You know, I'm on live. How y'all doing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course you are. But it's always something when to see comedians kind of, which I don't know. They usually do it pretty well to take like dark roles. 97 came out in 97.
So which one? Wait.
1 hour photo.
1 hour photo.
1 hour photo. Ooh, 2002. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, that was way before.
All right.
But yeah, comedians are really good at kind of doing kind of dark roles. Because even Kevin Hart's film that he did,
the one on Netflix.
Yeah, that was there was still bits of. I don't feel like it was a huge leap because it was like his character was a comedian, he was famous. It wasn't a huge leap, but the kind of the dark aspects of it played off pretty well.
It's probably just like piece of his life, so you ain't got to go too far.
That too.
Yeah, I don't feel like he wanted to. And there's a point where, like, especially if you're a comedian and everyone expects you to be on all the time, you look for a reason to just kind of let that side of you out.
But how you know, how much of a risk is that when you've been a comedian your whole life and done all these comical movies, and then you try to switch over to something serious? Is that taking a risk?
Could be, but I mean, I almost feel like depending on the film in and of itself.
I don't think so, because like I mean, the people that you rock with are probably gonna watch it, and if it's a good film, it's a good film, right? They're not gonna sit up there and be like, man, Jamie Foxx playing like Ali Chief second or whatever, or like kind of corner man.
So
No,
what if it
I'm
flops?
not feeling that.
What if it flops?
No.
Now you
can go right back to comedy.
You probably gonna take a hit a little bit originally, but I mean, like even there's been comedic like flops. Soul Plane. Kevin Hart thought he was never gonna get another chance.
Well, so it's funny you mentioned that one. It was kind of a flop.
That movie.
It was a commercial flop, but it
The
did
DVD
well.
was always in the player.
The DVD and all that, it made it his stand up. It made him more pop. Like he made more money doing stand up because of that film.
And like that and the YouTube,
right?
Because he was one of the first YouTube comedians like to spread virally like that.
I think YouTube made him worldwide.
Yeah. That's those two things combined with each other are one of the reasons why Will Packard gave him another chance.
Yeah, because I think with Soul Plane, because I saw Kevin Hart a little after Soul Plane, and just out here in Nashville, lines were packed, and like that's how they were everywhere now, because you could go to all these urban or even just major cities and pack them out because a bunch of people in these cities had seen Soul Plane. They didn't go to the movie to see it, but they saw it.
Which is wild, man. Because
they definitely didn't go to the movie.
Because I'm like, man, Godfrey didn't blow up from that.
I forgot he was even in there.
Man, he was the African dude in the cockpit with Snoop.
I know.
Of course, he was the African dude. I remember.
Yeah,
right,
but he was on the scene before that movie, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying he didn't blow up from that movie. You would have thought, like, because I thought his scenes were funnier than Kevin Hart's.
Agree to disagree, because I don't remember him even being there.
You really don't?
I know he was in it, but it's like there's nothing about him in that movie that just stood out to me. Snoop Dogg was funnier than that movie.
He was a co-pilot. You remember Snoop, but you don't remember. Oh, come on.
Yes,
he was
Snoop is
co-pilot.
Snoop. Like you're gonna notice him.
Come on,
but
man.
I'm saying it was. But I remember him from his stand up.
Yeah.
That's who I.
He's funny. He's funny.
He's really funny.
And I think
he's a really smart guy.
I think
too.
he's better at stand up than necessarily in film. And there's just some comedians. They're just really.
We ain't talking about Kevin Hart.
No. I'm talking about Godfrey.
Yeah.
I like him better on stage than he never really stands out to me film wise.
He don't have like a ton of
he doesn't
like
have
film
a
work.
ton of film.
I mean, he's been in some stuff, but he don't be like
he's
just
more
in
more
film.
of a stand. I think he's more of a
Yeah,
stand up.
he's a comic. Like I think Chris Rock is better on stage.
And then before
film,
when I was still watching like DJ Vlad, I liked the fact when he was on Vlad, whatever, giving his commentary because I thought it was very thoughtful and it was funny.
Oh yeah, when he was he's good on that too. When he's just being
No, but he's not on there anymore.
Oh, I know,
because,
yeah.
Because when Lord Jamar had that falling out with Vlad, he's like, nah, I ain't messing with him no more.
Yeah,
I remember.
now
They got that podcast together.
I thought they had two separate ones.
It's together.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's on there a whole lot. So
I got you.
He's on there a whole lot.
All right, now as I'm in this, going back to the serial killer.
Go from comedy to serial killer.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking
that's
about.
what we do.
F it, we'll fix it in post.
Ain't nothing to fix. This is what we do. Any other serial killer movies y'all plan on watching? Or do y'all like watching movies about serial killers?
Or ones that we like.
There's like, do y'all like watching?
So what's your favorite one?
It's not movies. I like watching documentaries on them.
So what's your favorite what's not your favorite serial killer, but what's the one that the documentary that you watched that you were like, oh, okay.
There's none that like sticks to me.
None.
Like there's none that just is like, ooh, this one was crazy. Because I guess I already kind of had a knowledge of them.
Yeah.
All it did was just confirmed it to me in detail. Like with Dahmer, it just gave me more gruesome details of what this was. I feel like I knew I had a PG version of it in my head, or PG knowledge.
Yeah.
And now it's like I got the rated R knowledge, and I didn't want to know it.
But it's fascinating to learn what you did not know. For me, it's fascinating to learn something I did not know.
Depends on what it is.
That's kind of where I am with this. Like, man, I did not need to know in detail. I just need to know Jeffrey's work. I didn't need to know how he worked.
Case in point. Do you want to know how like a waste treatment plant works?
A waste treatment plant.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I'd be open to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're going to end it there.
Don't end it. Wait. I'm just saying. Me as a person, I like learning new stuff. Okay, so if I don't know how it works, I want to learn how it works. That's just me. That's just how I am.
I feel you on that. I just don't think I need to know everything. Like, there's just certain things I'm just like, I just need to know it exists. That's all. I'm good.
But you know what I'm saying?
I remember I watched an episode of Dirty Jobs, and this guy like had to get into a super suit and all that stuff, and go in the tank where they did like, you know, the separation of stuff.
Right.
And had to check the bottom of the tank, making sure like just whatever that was in there wasn't like eating away at the tank because of all the stuff. And like that dude made so much money. Ridiculous, but it's super dangerous. And I'm like, man, that's fascinating. But if it wasn't on this, I would not seek that information out.
I mean,
I would have changed the channel.
It just happened to be on there. Or it'd be like the one or few times, whatever. I was like, I'll be like, I'll turn it on. I'll be watching a surgery show. And I could watch a surgery show. That's cool. And I was like eating a sandwich, whatever. And then it like went straight to childbirth. It went straight to childbirth. And I was like,
see, yeah, that's definitely top of the list for me.
I can't eat this pastrami no more.
But I'm saying the thing is, if it, I'm not gonna seek out how to do that or learn that. But if I come upon it, like you did, I'm like, okay, let me figure this out. Let me see how they do this.
I mean, I couldn't find a remote, honestly.
That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot of
I couldn't find
what we men go through. Like, we're stuck.
I was like, I'm sitting on the couch, I'm comfortable. I can't find a remote. I was like,
but if I just so happen to run up on this remote, we find something else to watch. But
now that lineman stuff is like crazy. Where the dudes like work on a power line, they like approach like the high tension power line with the little electrical wand and ground themselves out. Then they hook onto it. And they start like scooting across it or whatever after.
I don't even know why that does sound interesting to me.
No, it is.
But I even find it interesting, like how can like
crazy.
Birds walk on these lines and nothing happen to them?
I can't like that was explained to me a long time ago, and there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube about it if you really want to know again. But I mean, these dudes like they have like a little wand, and you see like the electricity like, you know, doing or whatever,
Yeah.
and they ground themselves out, and then once like, you know, they get the thing on there. Then they tie into it, and they just climb and they just shimmy all the way to their point, and then they wait for a helicopter to come back, and then the dude comes back or whatever, and they ground the helicopter out, and they tie in, and then get in the helicopter and then fly off.
That's a lot of work.
I'm like, yo, that's wild. But I mean, you can't decommission the whole damn thing. You have to do it while it's live because any interruption in service is going to affect everybody else down the lane.
Final thoughts, anyone?
You know, the Dahmer film, you know, series was good. Y'all should watch it.
I'll pass.
I'm probably one because I'm like I want to look at it and I don't.
It was good.
So
look, I'm gonna watch anything.
I'll watch it when I get a day off work.
Listen, okay, we're gonna make sure you get a day off work. All right? I'm telling you. If you come over to my spot, I'll have it up.
I am afraid, and yet I believe you.
I'm gonna have it up on purpose. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm be like, hey,
Fine.
Kevin.
You literally stay below me, and I don't visit you like that. So, Garson, final thoughts?
None.
Ditto. So, thank you all for listening once again. I am Kevin Mumphrey with my colleagues.
Why do we go through this every single time? Just end the episode.
Why not? Why not? Like, let's do it because people want consistency. they want.
Look, man, we already just.
Look, they want that recipe. Let Kevin with the recipe. Kevin got the recipe. Go ahead, Kevin.
The recipe's been ruined already. Like, we're already past this point.
Come on, man. Like, hey, look, ain't no business like show business, and we gotta give people what they want. Give them the recipe, man. Come on.
Peace out, everyone. This is Fuck It. We will fix it in post. And that is a wrap.